Hey guys, THUNDERSTUD here, and I'm finally getting the opportunity to revisit Deskbots. Now, they got a lot of secret support, because it was just normals and rares, so they weren't really the point of the box, but we got pendulums. I had no idea they were a pendulum archetype, and here they are. Overall, though, the deck still revolves around Deskbot 3. They're all named after their levels, so he's level 3, it revolves around 3. How can I go over this? So let's focus on the boss monsters. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, and 3 of XCs. That way, whatever we get Deskbot 3, he can still special summon from the deck. So you would normal summon Deskbot 3, let's say we want a Hieratic Dragon, special summon Deskbot 8. Now we would just need a 10 and 1 tuner and a Deskbot 8 in our hand. So if we have Deskbot 8 in our hand, and a 03 and 2 scales, so it sounds a little convoluted, but just a 10 and a 1 scale, an 8 and a 3, we can normal summon a 3, or sorry, summon an 8, then pendulum summon the other 8, and then you have a Hieratic Sun Dragon. If you've done it on a different turn, you could even have something to destroy, and all sorts of different stuff like that. So that's essentially where you're getting the XCs from. We still have a Synchro and a Vermilion and a Mistworm, pretty old card, but you can make it with this deck. It's just 3, and you need 2 non-tuner monsters, so with the level 1 tuner, it's pretty easy with this deck. But it's just 3 is core, so think of 3. 3 could bring out the tuner on normal summon, or 3 could bring out another piece. But yeah, the new support is this field spell. All Deskbots gain 500. You can return Deskbots from your hand to the deck, then draw that many cards. Pretty crazy. Then you can banish 9 Deskbots with different names from the field or graveyard. Shuffle all your cards from your opponent's hand, field, and graveyard into the deck. Pretty crazy Deskbot base. Then we got all these pendulums. So let's get into the pendulums. They don't have any pendulum effects, except they limit you to Deskbots, and that can't be negated. So you are limited to Deskbots. They're 10s and 1s, so virtually everything. That's why they limit it, because you can summon anything. And they've split how they work. So these top rares have a normal summon and special summon effect. These bottom normals gain 500 for each Deskbot in the graveyard. So when this boy's normal summon, you destroy a spell or trap card. Pretty good. That's why we're running 3 of him. And then we're running 2. When he's normal summon or special summon, you get to change a monster's battle position. So we'll run just 2. So you special summon him with either Deskbot 3 or Pendulum. You get to hit a back row. Him, you get to change a monster's position. These boys get stronger with graveyard when your graveyard's filled up. So they get 500 for each in the graveyard, 500 with the field. They get pretty buff, and they have passive effects. Your opponent cannot target face-up Deskbots with card effects except this one. Your opponent cannot attack except this one. So, sorry. Yeah, your opponent control cannot target for attacks except this one, and it gives you Pierce. So pretty cool one. I like the 8 though to run the Hieratic Sun Dragons more often. So yeah, sounds a little convoluted. I tried to go over it pretty quick there, but we have the old tricks too. We still have 4 to swing over monsters. People still don't read 4. 9 I virtually never use. 2's a little tricky. We could sometimes use 2, and then the tuner's a little core for the synchros. So the replays will make it a little more clear. It sounds a little convoluted through this explanation because I kind of went over a lot of Deskbots, but you guys will see in the replays. Hope you enjoy, and thanks for watching. Alright, here we are facing a Yusei. We're going second, going for a little rank up. I think we're about out of platinum rank ups. Showing life point boost. We have our field spell, Desk Base. What are we facing? It's Settlers. He's starting with Deneb. This is my favorite card art in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! I think, is Settler Knight Deneb. Love that card art. So, Deskbot Base. He's got a Mystical Space Typhoon, so we don't get to actually use it. We're gonna normal summon 3. as is tradition, bring out 5. So new 5 gets to destroy back row when you special summon, even when Despot 3, very, very good. We get to hit a counter gate, great use of that effect. Then we get a pendulum summon 4, you know 4, he's an all-star. 3's gonna buff 5, that way he's still taking damage, and we bring him within 1500 life points, so pretty good first turn, considering we beat all the back row and the monster. But as you know, Saddler Knights always have a follow-through. They were my Casey Cup deck, so he brings out the Altair to bring out Deneb, searches another Altair, so he's gonna have plays. But the trick is having Concentrating Current to OTK the boys, and we would not even get OTK'd by Concentrating Current because we're at 5k, so he's not gonna beat us with this Trigger. Trigger sends everything back to our hand, so we can rebuild that whole field, but he does get rid of one of our boys. He gets rid of our 10, but we have another 10. Or sorry, it's Despot 5, but it's a scale 10. Hits us for 2200. He's going to Fiendish Chain my O3. If we could somehow summon 5, we could get it, but he's our only 10 scale, so we have to use him. But we're gonna still get out of this, no problem. We're gonna Pendulum Summon 2 monsters. We bring out 08, we bring out 4. Now 4 can feed 8, because 8 gains 500 for each in the graveyard. 4 obviously mills to the graveyard, so 8's gonna keep getting stronger each time 4 uses his effect to swing over these monsters. So he's gonna bring out a Trigger once again, probably not the best play. Sets a back row, Altair with the Deneb, gonna search his final Altair. That's how satellites work. He's going with Ties That Bind, brings out a defense position, Malevolent Sin. I've seen all the plays now. He's gonna swing into 3. 3's effect is negated by Fiendish Chain. He brings us within 900 life points. He gives us our 8 back. We bring out 3. We use 3 to buff up Despot 08 to 5k. And that's real damage, guys. He takes a 2900 for lethal. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Yuvi. We're going second. He's going red sleeve, red mat, red everything. He's got Power of Dark. We got our field spell. He's going attack position, Maiden with Eyes of Blue. Pretty random. Sets a back row. We get our boy 3. 3 always likes to start it. We're going to use base though. Base, what did I do? I threw away 1. I kept Pendulum Scales, and I threw away 1. We have 4. So we're going Despot 3. We drew into 4. We would have liked to draw into something better. But we're going to bring out 2. 2's going to give us a search. We search our Tuner, so maybe we'll use that later. We don't necessarily have to use that now. But we can Pendulum Summon out another Despot. We're going to bring out good old number 4. That way 2 can swing at Maiden. He's got a Wall of DS, not really a big deal. We swing at Maiden. He brings out a Blue Eyes. Now I can Despot 3 himself, so he can destroy the Maiden. And then 4 can take care of himself, milling our 9 to swing over the Blue Eyes. So we still completely cleared his field. He's down to 3 monsters. There's a Dark Magic Veil, so I thought the Maiden would be back, but he's going with a Dark Magician from the hand. At first I thought this was not a very good play at all, but he does have more depth to the play as he follows up with Eye of Timaeus, and brings out Dark Cavalry. Swings into Despot 4 though, can you believe this? He doesn't have anything to negate. He swings into 4, swing into any other monster, and I'm taking fat damage. We would bump up with 3 up to 2100, but he would still destroy us. But he attacks into 4. 4 can use his effect. We mill 8. He's up to 6000. Avoid kamikazes and scoops. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Yuvi. Going second. Generally, I would say this is a second turn deck. Most DXCs and synchros we make want to go second, so I would call it that. But your best first turn play would probably be to just sit some Despots. Now this guy weirdly goes Gemini Soldier. This is one of the oldest cards in Duel Links. He was able to normal summon it and normal summon again with Catalyst Field, which gives him the effect of once per turn, this card would be destroyed by battle. It's not destroyed, and if it battles, you get 2 special summon level 4 or lower Gemini. But what we're doing, we're going Despot 3, and we special summon Despot 8. We had our Pendulum Scale 10 and 1, and another Despot 8 in our hand. So that's 2 Despot 8s, so stay with me. Our hand was these Pendulums, Despot 8, a Despot 3, and a Despot 7. So this was our hand. This boy brought out 8, we Pendulum 8, that's going to be Heretic Sun Dragon. Before I did that, I did 3's effect to gain 500 for each Despot you control, and guess what? The Pendulum cards count too, so he goes all the way up to 3,000. We go boom, Heretic Sun Dragon, destroy his monster, and then we had way more than lethal. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a My Valentine. We're going second. Let's see what he's got for us. We got a life point boost. He's going to normal summon a Perfumer. We have 2 1 scales, a 10 scale, and 03. So that's really what you want. He said 2 back row. We got another 03. So we're going to bring out 08. We use these 2 scales. That's okay. Now we have another 08 on the field. So that's a Heretic Sun Dragon. But he floodgates our 08. So no Heretic Sun Dragon for us. We're going to chain Despot 3 just to get that fat attack before we lose that monster counting towards it. We do a good amount of damage, but he still has 1900 left. Plays a Harpy's Hunting Ground. Has to end his turn with some back row though. We top deck another 7. We're going to normal summon it. That sends the monsters to our extra deck, which means we can Pendulum summon them again with our already set scales. We bring out another Despot 3. We bump him up to 3k, and we hit him for lethal. Nice and easy. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Seto Kaiba. We're going first. He's showing life point boost. We're showing life point boost. Handful monsters. We don't generally want 9 in our hand though. And I normal summon 2. I meant to normal summon 3. We normal summon 2. That's about as good as the first turns get. This boy's going with Prediction Princess. Terra Ray destroys my boy after flipping him into defense for us. Not too much. He does have a back row. Show him our scales. Normal summon 3. We have 9 in our hand. We don't generally want 9. He's gonna Karma Cut us, throwing away a Kiteroid. We bring out 4 just to get down and dirty with his swinging. He uses his prediction to flip us face down though. Now, he does not read 4. He searches a monster, sets that monster, flips me face up now, and then swings right into me. So we make him pay, we mill 8, we're way over, and his monster is destroyed. When 4 destroys a monster, you get to special summon 2 from the graveyard. When 2 is special summoned, you get to add to your hand. We added an 8, and our boy scooped. So people do not read 4, guys, not one bit. But I still don't like to spam them. It's still about 3. 3 is too good with the special summon from your deck. Pendulums are cool though. The field spell's pretty alright. You could probably go over 20 cards the way this deck mills itself, of course. But 20 was pretty streamlined. You could deck out, I guess. But I like it. It's cool. They just swing. Despots need to swing. All the boss monsters in here are pretty dynamic. They all do something that's going to interact with your opponent during your own turn. So it's kind of the opposite of Despots themselves. I don't know. It's still missing certain elements to really be meta. I don't know what kind of support is possibly left for them. But yeah, regardless, still pretty cool to play around with. So hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.